Hello and welcome to the third episode of our Zodiac Circle series, which can only mean one thing. It's Gemini. Happy birthday, Geminis. If you were born between the 21st of May and the 20th of June, you are likely to be a Gemini. And I say likely to be because if you were born on the 21st of May, or the 20th of June, you may well fall either side of the zodiac. So to check if you are a Gemini, then why not download a free birth chart and find out? There are plenty online to look at, and if you do that, you will also find out your rising sign and your moon sign, and all of that combination of the different planetary aspects go towards creating your own character. Happy birthday, Gemini. I hope you have a lovely birthday month. I've already started here working on the Gemini segment of our Zodiac Circle from SpellQueen. The link to purchase is in the description below. It is an affiliated link, so if you click on there, you will receive 15% off your first purchase, and that is the whole purchase as long as it is your first one. So I hope you find a nice treat in SpellQueen for yourselves. Okay, so as it is all about Gemini, I've done a bit of research and found out some facts all about Gemini, and I've had a lot of fun doing Gemini. It is a very fun-filled star sign, and what I found out was that it's really known for communication. So that's what you are specifically good at. Not only communicating though, but social gatherings. Ooh. And the way that you use social gatherings, dear Geminis, is that you like to butterfly around everybody, gathering information. You're very, very curious about people and their lives and things that are going on in the world. And you like to gather all of this information through talking to different people. And then you like to let everybody know who you care about. So friends and family, etc. You will pass on little nuggets of information to people and inform them of different things. So your curiosity is boundless. I love that. I absolutely love it. If you watch my channel regularly, you'll know that I am very curious about lots of different things. And guess what? I am a moon Gemini. So I think that's where I get that aspect from. The curiosity, childlike curiosity. Of course, the star sign symbol for Gemini is the twins, and you'll see on the canvas here that we've got the twins in this segment. This is from Greek mythology. Honestly, when I was trying to do a bit of research about it, I got a bit confused because there seems to be a lot of different names bandied about for how the star sign, the constellation, came to be in the sky. So this could be different to what you may already know, because as I say, I've chosen two names out of quite a few to focus on and tell you a little bit about the Greek mythology. So it started with, let me get my names right, Queen Lena, Lena, and she was married to another bloke and he took the form of a swan, and obviously they did their thing, shall we say, and she laid 2 eggs. I don't know what these Greek mythologies were on, but I wish I had a bit of it. Anyway, I won't be naughty. Stop being naughty. Okay, right, I'll be a bit more serious. I do apologise, dear Geminis. So she laid 2 eggs. And when the eggs hatched, out popped the twins. Okay, and they were called Castor and Pollux. Be very careful how I pronounce that. And yes, 2 half brothers. Now, they said half brothers, which confused me because we're talking about twins. So I was like, well, make your mind up. Are they twins or are they half brothers? Anyway, so 2 half brothers, and they were known for their mastery of horses. I don't know where that comes into play, but that's what I found out. And the Greek god decided to capture them into the stars in the sky to create the Gemini constellation. So take what you will from that nugget of information, dear Gemini, and perhaps you might want to do your own research and find out a bit more about that. As I say, it was only part of my research for today, so I didn't go in depth about it. But do you know, Gemini don't go into depth about subjects either, because what they like to do is gather up little nuggets of information, not in-depth information. So they don't master different topics, they just collect little pieces of it. They are interested, but only for so long, and then they'll move on to something else. So that might be enough information for you on that. Okay, what else? Gemini is the 3rd sign of the zodiac, hence why you are 3rd on my Zodiac Circle, 3rd in the series. Welcome to StoneMagpie if you've not seen my channel before. I have started this series so that I will be doing a different star sign each month to complete this diamond painting by SpellQueen. So that's what this is all about. If you do like my video, then please do consider subscribing. It is always very, very much appreciated, and I very much value my viewers. So thank you. It is a little community. I'm hoping to build it up, where we can share ideas and topics and information to help each other out, because we all have things to learn from each other at all times. People like to try different things and share their experiences, and I'm all for that. So I hope you do enjoy my channel. Okay, so yes, Gemini is a mutable air sign. And one particular thing I found interesting about this was that it's known that Gemini appears to clear the way for the next season. The mutable air sign clears the way for the next season, and that means that it can be known for its restlessness, a change in scenery, and its curiosity. And that's put down to the fact that it wants to move on. It doesn't want to stay stagnant in the same season. It wants to change and adapt and, yes, move the seasons along. So that's interesting. Because Gemini, being the twin sign, is very, very well known for having 2 sides, just like twins. So talking about the diamond painting, this segment has the twins. It also has the Gemini sign here. and it has the birthstone down here. However, talking about the birthstone, when I was doing my research, I found out that pearl is the birthstone for Gemini. The beautiful lustrous pearl with all its lovely different colours and its radiance within the stone. It actually, I say within the stone, it doesn't have radiance within the stone, it has like an ambience around the stone. It is the most beautiful aura around a pearl. I think it's called pearlescence. I think that's right. I think that's where that word comes from. And sometimes you can see the rainbow colours from a pearl. Now, this particular diamond painting has a different gemstone in it here, and it is more like the tiger's eye. And I think that is because the alternative birthstone is the tiger's eye. So they have chosen to depict that on this diamond painting. The pearl can also be the June's birthstone. So it may well be because Gemini goes from May into June that it could be slightly adaptable. But then saying that, they all could be in that case because all of the birth signs cross over from the end of the month to the end of the month. And as I said at the beginning, if you get your birth chart done, it will say absolutely which star sign that you are. So, for example, we always thought that my mum was a Pisces. All our lives we thought mum's a Pisces. She did her free online birth chart and she's not. She's an Aries. We were really shocked to find out that. So that's just one example of, if you're born on the cusp, then it might be a good idea to get your chart done. Right, I think that's all for the F symbol. And what I do when I do these segments, I do the main characters and then I will speed up the video to do the background and show you an overhead view at the end. That just helps speed up the video a little bit for you. I think I'm going to do the D sign next, which is this beautiful pop of, it's sort of a dark pink red. Oh, it's stunning. A gorgeous colour. So yes, going back to the Gemini traits of communication, as I said earlier, Gemini like to socialise, to get those little bits of nuggets of information to collect and gather and then pass on to friends and family at a later time. So you probably wouldn't be surprised to hear that Gemini are the life and soul of a party. They are very quick-witted and they are very, very good social communicators. They will go round the party, speak to lots of different people, introduce people to other people, you know, that social butterfly. If you see somebody at a party flitting from one group to another, you can probably guess that that's going to be your Gemini in the crowd. They are very quick-witted and humorous. Very bright, quick-witted. So really good company. You may want to invite a Gemini to your next dinner party to keep the conversation flowing. They love to make social connections, so we'll probably grab that opportunity to come to your party and yeah, meet new people. They love exploring the world and having that childlike curiosity, which can sometimes edge into a little bit of mischief. Oh, I love that. So, yes, they may be quite mischievous, your Gemini people. I bet any Geminis listening might do a little cheeky smile at that. Sometimes they could get into a little bit of trouble in the workplace if they are a bit too mischievous, but they are so clever of getting out of any trouble with their quick wit and charm. We'll do this arrow next. And also I wanted to point out that with these round canisters that I have, I draw a little line underneath the symbol because they can turn in the tub, and if I didn't have that line there, I would be doing the opposite arrow. So if you're wondering why I drew a line on my little tubs there, that's the reason. Little tip if you've got round tubs loose in a box. This is my sample here for you to see. They are just loosely in there and can spin around. So I hope that you can see this camera angle really well. I've tried to make it just on the side rather than straight above, so that you can see the placements a bit easier if you're watching rather than diamond painting along with me. I hope you are diamond painting though, and if you are, please do let me know what you're working on and whether it's a square or a round. I haven't asked that very recently actually. Mine is obviously a square, as you'll be able to see on screen. And I do prefer squares for the finish of them, and I enjoy working with them too. However, I have got kits recently that are rounds too. So I tend to lean towards the squares, but I have absolutely no issue with the rounds. And I am due to start a kit very soon that is a round. So you may want to keep your eyes open for my new kit that I have unboxed, but I haven't yet done any painting as I record this video anyway. Okay, so we've got this little tiger's eye feature here, which, as I say, they've put in place of the pearl for you Geminis. Whoops. Yeah, that's better. So yes, with Geminis being very social creatures and having that duality to their sign, they can blend very easily into the environment that they're put in. So really, they can shape shift, which doesn't sound very flattering, but it is a very, very good skill to have. If you imagine in the workplace, if you have somebody that can just adapt to the environment, it just makes for really good connectivity straight away with other people, which can help the dynamics in the workplace and in the social occasions too. So the ideal career prospects for a Gemini. These are the ones that you will probably be likely to see a Gemini doing. So I just need to move my canvas down a bit. Gathering all this knowledge that they love to have. I don't think you'd be surprised to hear that teaching is a good career for a Gemini. Lecturing in a university, finding this information and then passing it on to others. So teaching is a really good career for a Gemini. As they're naturally talkative, lecturing also fits in with that. They've got lots of information that they've gathered to draw from and bring to that occupation. They also could be authors, journalists or playwrights. Again, they love the language side. They are known for communication, so language is a really good skill of Gemini. And they could easily pick up different language skills. So you may find translators as Geminis, as they use their language skills. Bookstore owners, their love of books, information. Librarians. Geminis with their gathering of information like to sort and analyse it. And is very, very good at multitasking, creating structure, sorting and organising. So, dear Geminis, if you are not like that, that's probably a different aspect in your birth chart. Oops. Did a little jump, that one. Right, let's get these little bits of arrows in here. I'm thinking, because this is quite a solid part of diamond painting, I'm not sure if I'll do this bit on camera as well whilst I'm talking. We'll see. I'll leave this bit for now and concentrate on here and see how far we get with the information that I'm giving you, and then I may well fill it in at speed a bit later on. So I've seen that I've missed off an H, so I'll just quickly go back and pop that in. So next looks like, let's do the lowercase t. There, lowercase t. Okay, so do we need to talk about the negative traits of a Gemini? I think we do, Gemini. If you don't want to hear, just close your ears. I think it's well known that being the twin sign, people think that Geminis have two faces, but that's not necessarily true. That's the good news. What it is that Gemini can be quite changeable, and I think that's where this two sides comes from. They can be changeable, but it doesn't mean they're like two-faced, which I think can be wrongly said of a Gemini. They are changeable because they like to move on. They don't like to stay stagnant. So they may well change their opinions on things, but it's not a two-faced thing. It's just opinion changing. It can be quite erratic and a little bit unpredictable, which some other signs may not deal with very well. So that has addressed that issue. The unpredictability. There are too many things to learn and too many opinions to change. But at least opinions can be changed in a Gemini to put a more positive slant on, because, you know, we all have opinions, and if you gain knowledge and a new insight into those opinions, why not change how you think about it? I think it's a positive thing myself, because then you're not stagnant in your views. You can move on with new ideas and how you perceive different things. I hope I've said that how I mean it. You know, if you're fixed in your opinions and perhaps that opinion is wrong, but you're fixed in it because that is your opinion, the end, then I think Gemini have a better way of approaching that with their changeable aspect. Let's put it that way. A bit more adaptable. I hope I'm not digging a hole for myself here, but I don't know if I've explained it very well, but hopefully you'll see the positive side of what I'm trying to say there. Oh, I know I'm going to get into trouble on these videos somewhere along the line. I need a bit of that charm and wit of a Gemini to get me out of this hole I've just dug myself into. Okay, so shall we talk about Gemini traits? Whilst I'm in this hole, I might as well stay in it. The physical appearance of a Gemini is likely to be of an average height with a slim frame and long legs. Okay, so are you a long-legged Gemini, but with average height? A face structure which is well defined and highly expressive. So is that you, Gemini? Or if not, then again, it could be a different aspect of your chart that's showing through in your stature and your expression. The body part for a Gemini is the lungs. So to keep those lungs functioning really well, it's recommended to do deep breathing exercises. And this will also alleviate any anxiousness that you may be feeling, because Gemini can be prone to a bit of anxiousness. Now, as diamond painters, we all know that diamond painting is such a good craft for anxiousness. It really does help relax the mind. So it could well be a very, very good craft for you to do. I think diamond painting has this, it's methodical in its simplicity. There is no overthinking to do with diamond painting. It is all there given to you. So all you need to do is sort out your colours, work out what symbols, which colour goes to, and place them down. And that is so good to take the mind off other worries going on in life, because we can let our mind wander while we're diamond painting. We don't have to focus on it. And when I say focus on it, I don't mean we don't have to look at it and work at it, because it obviously does take a long time to do it. But what I mean is we don't have to think about what we're going to create, because it's already there. We are just adding to the artwork and making it spectacular and sparkly. Okay, I'm going to do number 7 symbol next, which is the skin tone of our twins. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see the picture coming alive more than I can. Again, I am away from the canvas quite a bit, so hopefully you can see that really clearly. So I've already mentioned that Tiger Eye can be an alternative birthstone for Gemini, but there are also other crystal healing stones. If you're into your crystal healing, that may be of benefit, and they include Aquamarine, which is a beautiful pale blue stone. I mean, when you think of the word aquamarine, you will probably think quite an intense blue, but it isn't. It's a very beautiful pale sea blue. It's just gorgeous, and that is one of your crystal healing stones. Also, Citrine. Now, citrine is a beautiful yellow-orange stone, and it is known as like a sun cheery stone, so that's lovely if you need cheering up a little bit. Citrine. It's got more of a yellowy than a orange tone to citrine. Again, it is a lovely stone, and it is sunny stone. Peridot is also another healing stone for you. Peridot is, it's like a limey green coloured stone. Again, very pretty. So you've got quite a lot of mixes of different colours there. And agate. Well, agate can be lots of different colours, and agate can be greens, it can be purples, all different tones, more sort of earthy tones to an agate. It's not a translucent stone, it's more of an opaque stone. So agate, aquamarine, citrine, peridot, tiger's eye, and of course pearl birthstone. What a lovely array you have. I wonder if it's something to do with the changeable aspects. You need lots of choices in your stones as well. So if you're interested in crystal healing, then do look up what those stones are good for, and you could always get a little bit of jewellery with that stone, or just get a tumble stone and place it in your pocket and carry it around with you, and see if it helps with whatever ailment it relates to. I didn't look that up, so that might be a little bit of research for you Geminis that you like to do. Find out a little bit more information, and if you do, feel free to pass it on to me. You can do your information gathering and share it in the comments below. Right, have I got all the 7s done here? This is coming along now. I have to say the pink is quite bright for a skin tone, but we'll reserve judgment till the end. I can see a couple of little anchor symbols here, so I'm just going to get these. I think there's 3, so oh, there's 4. Okay. This really dark purpley damson colour. There we are. And then it looks like I think I will do you know, I'm going to do the Y symbol next rather than the arrows. Get those dotted in first. So Y symbol, and look at this pretty colour. Why not? Okay, so let's move on to what gifts are good for a Gemini. What Geminis may like to receive as a gift. Well, they're not shy in letting you know what they like to have. They will let you know what they would like, so you might not have to have a lot of guesswork in this, but if not, then think about communication type gifts. So perhaps that could be a phone, or something to do with communications and phones. So if you can't stretch to a phone, then a phone accessory, a phone case, some earphones. Gosh, this is my knowledge of tech now, which isn't vast. Anyway, think for yourselves, things to do with phones and communication. So moving on quickly before I embarrass myself, which I think I already have with my tech knowledge. Also, things like books, especially factual books or books about their crafting, whatever they're interested in. Again, it's that gleaning knowledge. So if you have that in mind, they may like to have tutorial type books, things that they can relate to their activities and learn more and put it into practice. Before the internet, possibly encyclopedia. Can't say it. Or perhaps a thesaurus. Encyclopedia. I still can't say it. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. Oh, that's terrible. Anyway, so also Geminis really love to travel. As I say, they are changeable. They like to adapt. They like to explore with childlike curiosity. So perhaps gift-wise, travel books, travel information, that sort of a gift they might really enjoy. Also perhaps a train ticket somewhere, a trip to somewhere that they can gather more knowledge of something that they may be interested in. So that would also make a lovely gift for a Gemini. Also, as I said right at the beginning of the video, the twins, the Greek mythology twins that were renowned for their mastery of horses. What about a horse? Oh dear. Can you imagine being given a horse? Now that is a very, very specific gift. You know, horses are not just for Christmas. You would have to be very, very sure that your Gemini would want a horse. Oh, sorry, I'm so naughty. I've just envisaged somebody being given a horse. Oh dear. Anyway, that they didn't particularly aspire to. Anyway, but Gemini, you know, gaining knowledge and skills, might want to learn horse riding, gain that mastery before you buy the horse. Oh no, right, I need to stop it now. Okay. So let's talk pets, as we're on to animals, of course. Horses would, you know, be there, wouldn't they? But also, thinking communication, parrots could make a good pet for a Gemini. They could teach them to talk and communicate. However, again, a parrot is not a short-lived pet. They live a long time. So you would have to be very, very sure before you entered into getting a parrot. I'm doing the cross sign, which is this lovely orange colour. Again, being sort of a sign of opposites, you could also get two different pets. So a cat and a mouse, although obviously don't keep them together because I don't think that the mouse would last that long. You know, you'd have to have your mouse caged. Or a dog and a cat. Again, you know, keep in mind the animals and how you care for them. So, yes, you could have more than one pet and do opposite. Classic opposites. A cat and a fish. Again, keeping the fish safe. Oh, dear me. Right. So compatible signs to a Gemini. Well, I'm pleased to know that Geminis get on really well with other air signs. And I'm one of those, being a Libra. So Gemini and Libra, we get on, we can be best buddies. We'll probably get up to mischief together because I think, well, honestly, I think I've already got up to a lot of mischief on this video. So if that's anything to go by, we would get on famously. And the other air sign is Aquarius. You would also get on relatively well with Leos, a fire sign. To be honest, because Gemini is such a sociable sign, they will get on with a lot of other signs. But those other signs may well struggle a little bit with your unpredictability and your changeability. So, depending what other aspects they have in their chart, of course, because if they've got Gemini in their chart as well, then it blends a little bit easier. Okay, so Gemini children, let's see. If you've got a Gemini child, you might relate to this, or if you were once a Gemini child, just going to do this T symbol. Insatiable curiosity in a Gemini child. You may well have 100 questions. Why? How does this do? Why? That could be your Gemini child. Thirst for knowledge, always wanting to know things. Why does this work? But why? Sorry for the nudge there. They may also be really attracted to the natural world. They may want to know things about where they live and how things work and nature. But they will swing away from different hobbies quite quickly because they want to try lots of new things. So it's probably not great to invest a lot of money into one hobby for a Gemini child because you'll get it all and then they'll change their mind and want to do something different, something new. They'll want to try different hobbies out. Your Gemini child will be very, very sociable, want to meet up with friends, go to parties, things like that. So just got a couple of these number 2s to fill in. And I'm going to fast forward the video and fill in the background and then come back with more information about Gemini. dear Geminis, got number 8 symbol to finish with while we talk about hobbies. Geminis don't like to sit down, don't like to sit still for too long, like to be on the move. So sporting hobbies could be good for a Gemini. Tennis, handball, water polo, you know, just active activities. Now you might wonder where diamond painting fits within that, but I'd be interested to know, dear Geminis, is diamond painting your thing, or do you like to dip in and out of it? Do you sit for hours diamond painting, or do you prefer to do little spurts of it and then go off and do other things? I'd be interested to know that if you're such an active sign, whether you do it in long bouts. So please do let me know, be interested. This canvas, this SpellQueen canvas, is a 50 by 50, and up here you probably see that the detail isn't very clear. It is supposed to say Gemini. So if you did want to buy a Zodiac Circle for yourself, this gives you an idea of what a 50 by 50 detail would be like. Personally, I would go bigger. I got this one to do the Zodiac Circle signs with this size segment, so it wasn't too big a video each time. If I was doing this canvas to get detail, I think I would go bigger, at least 60 by 60, probably even bigger. So if you are doing this canvas in a bigger size, please do contact me on Instagram. Yes, StoneMagpie11. If you've got Instagram, you can show me through my Facebook StoneMagpie page. And I will be able to, with your permission, pop it onto the community tab for others to have a look at and give them a good idea of what the other sizes would look like. So lastly, famous people who are Geminis. Bob Dylan, songwriter, playwright. Okay, so we're getting into those creative things again. Clint Eastwood, ooh, Clint Eastwood. John F. Kennedy and Marilyn Monroe. Well, that's interesting because John F. Kennedy, Marilyn, you know, they were connected, both being Geminis. Remember that link about air signs could be compatible with each other? Interesting. Right, let's have a look. I'm just going to pop these M signs in, and then we'll have a look from further away and talk about the diamond painting completed for this section. Let's get a faraway view and have a better look. So Gemini, here is your completed section. I think we can see the twins really clearly here. And here is the banner saying Gemini. Again, if that was a bigger size, that would be a lot more clearer. Here is your birth sign. Moving down here, there is a plant, which is the lily of the valley. That is your plant symbolism. And here is the tiger eye birthstone. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. Please do consider subscribing, and I hope to see you next time. In the meantime, enjoy your own diamond painting. Take care. Bye.